Hi, I'm Steve Schwartz. Welcome to the Rifle Specialist. We're in East Tennessee. I'm an AR manufacturer and long-range precision bolt-action rifle manufacturer. Here you see before you our AR line. We've been making them for 18 years. Everything small and large, from precision tactical weapons like this 300 Blackout here, to some of the larger guns we're going to show you in a minute. Our 5.56 Omega, which shoots long range, 800 yards and beyond. The one thing that we can do that other companies can't is bring you a better mil-spec receiver mating. Everybody builds a black rifle. Why would you want mine over somebody else's? So there's no wobble between our upper and lower. No matter what you try to do, you're not going to get them to wobble around like a lot of brands do. There's nothing strange inside. There's no set screw. It still comes apart with your fingers like it's supposed to. There's no weird rubber doodad in there. Instead, they're just machined right. This one does have a fun extra part in it that I can only offer law enforcement, but otherwise, it's just the mating. They don't wobble because we have them all machined to tighter tolerances. It's the best way to tighten up and increase the precision in your AR. Now, we do this in our smaller guns, but we also do it in our larger guns. So I'm going to put this one down for a second, and I'm going to grab you a larger one. Same receiver set on every gun. Small and large, they all mate the same way. This one here is a 20-inch bull barrel, has an Arca rail on the bottom. This is the Arca lock system. Allows you to put it on a tripod and a bipod and just unlock it and release it. Additionally, we make little tiny fellers like this 8-inch 5.56, or even we make them as pistols, but you can even get them as a 22. The uppers are interchangeable, so you could have yourself an SBR here or a pistol here and use other short uppers on them and rotate through our line. Everything we make is available left eject with ambidextrous safeties. So all the lefties out there have a place to go. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Omega. This is our long range offering. It's over here. So the Omega is our long range 5.56 offering in the AR. Now, you're going to notice a couple accessories on this gun. Some of them are just to show off for here for the show, like the Garmin. But the important stuff is, you've got a bipod here on an Arca rail with skis. Skis come to match the other accessories we've put on board. The Arca rail, I can just release it like so. You'll notice I've got a grip here with a thumb rest to allow me to put my thumb in the correct position. And I'll let Dave tell you about that in a few minutes. But the idea is, because it's on the bag rider and because it's on the skis, it will glide. We're going to show you that momentarily. Put this fella back up here. So this gun is chambered in 24-inch barrel. This will do 800 yard, 1 MOA in the 77 grain burger that you can buy in a box. The next step up from there is our new offering, the Omega ELR. For that, we're going to go that way. The Omega ELR is the same gun with a different barrel and chambering. So we still have the bag rider, we still have the grip with the thumb rest, we still have your skis on the Arca rail and the ability to put it on a tripod. But now, this barrel is a Bartline barrel, and it's been chambered a little bit differently. Instead of being the 1-in-8 twist you saw over there, this is a 1 7 3/4 twist. The reason is because we've created a longer throat chambering that will handle the 85 grain burger bullet. Becomes a single feed at that point. So what you do is you put a block in here and you can single feed that. You can hand load that longer, which allows you to get 12, 14, 1600 yards out of a 5.56. We've actually got a guy testing who's hit 2000, but he's a precision shooter and I'm not trying to pitch that for everyone. So the AR can do more than it used to. The trigger in it is actually a trigger tech, and we can tune them down to about 3 pounds to make them consistent and reliable still for semi-auto, to prevent, if you go too light, you can end up with a double tap, and you don't want that. The next thing I want to show you is our bolt line. So our bolt actions, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Everybody is making a bolt action. Why would you want to buy it from us? So instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, we went with a different route. We asked Bat Machine to build us a receiver that fit into a plug that nobody had. It fits in the KDEX chassis, and it's a true Remington 700 footprint. And that allows you to fit their top rails with their different MOA adjustments, as well as any other brand of chassis meant for a true Remington 700. The tag in the back now fits inside. We still kept the bolt release on the top because it's the one thing nobody really liked in the Remington 700. It fits BAT's modular bolt system, so you can still change bolt heads. We've gone ahead and lasered serials on the bolt handles that they match. We do the same thing on the bottom of the barrels, so that way for the shooters who do change their own barrels, they know which ones belong with which ones. They don't get that messed up. It's also good for export, so our European shooters are already compliant. The barrels are Bartline, the actions are BAT. We're offering the full range of calibers that go in our long and short actions that we have on hand. So instead of waiting a year and a half for your gunsmith to buy the action and get the blank and build this gun for you, in about 90 days on average, we should be able to offer you some of the major calibers. But we're offering reaming everywhere from the bottom at 22 ARC all the way up to 338 Lapua, 338 Norma Magnum, and 338 Enabler. Right here, this is a 300 Norma Mag. This is our, I'd call it our staple at this point. We also have a 300 PRC over there in the tan chassis. Another fun thing we did is we went short. Also in the KDEX chassis on our short action receiver. So this is a 300 Blackout with the can inside there. It's a 9-inch barrel. It's a 8 twist. And with this gun, you can still say at 1 MOA at 300 yards. After that, the 300 Blackout does drop pretty quick. But this fella here, we'll use my chin, will fold up really tiny. And you can take this bipod off, and this will go in a little backpack. And it's not real heavy. It's actually only a little heavier than one of the ARs. But what you've got here now is a precision bolt platform. And we do this, like I said, in a number of calibers. You can actually get this small version done in 308 if you like. We're offering a full range. I've got 6 Dasher in production right now. We're going to have 6 BR, 7 PRC, like I mentioned, 300 PRC. Basically, if there's a caliber out there that's popular right now, we'll get the reamer and we'll make it. But what we're going to have on hand will be the standard calibers most people are looking for. The 22 ARC, the 300 PRC, the 300 Norma Magnum. We're going to have 7 and 6.5 Creedmoor. And that's pretty much the range for right now. Any chassis you see from KDEX, any color, anything you see on the rack in their display, we get them in about 60 days on average. Takes a little bit longer for these battle-worn finishes because they do them by hand, but the full line is available. And so we're not trying to reinvent the wheel so much as just offer the thing that you were going to build a lot faster as long as it fits into some of our standardization. And what you see on this particular gun are a lot of accessories. Just trying to show people the range of what's possible. So the bipod extender and the hydropod from Accutac. We also, as you see on the other guns, we do all of the KDEX tripods and bipods. I really like their equipment. Up here, I've just accessorized some optics that come off my own personal 375 enabler. I just wanted people to come over and see what it can do.